During the last weeks there are many questions whether the Europa League is good for average English clubs. Obviously for clubs like Arsenal and Chelsea it works okay since both are in the semi-final. Arsenal had also made it to the semis last season as well. Manchester United won the competition in 2017 and qualified to the Champions League despite finishing 6th in the Premier League. For other clubs though it seems to be pretty much a waste of time. Everton, Watford, Leicester and Wolverhampton will battle for the 7th place which will lead to the Europa League. If Watford wins the FA Cup then the Hornets will qualify directly to the group stage of the Europa League. This means that not many games will take place and will not have to start the season very early. If Manchester City wins the FA Cup though, the 7th in the Premier League will start in the second qualifying round. Let's see what other teams did during the last 5 years. In 2014 Hull City was the runner-up of the FA Cup. At that time if the runner-up had lost against a team which had qualified to the Champions League, then that team would qualify to the Europa League. Arsenal finished 3rd on that season and won the FA Cup, so Hull City qualified for the Europa League. The Tigers had finished 16th during that season and despite winning only 1 game out of the last 8 they were 4 points clear from the relegation zone. Next season was catastrophic for Hull. For the Europa League, the Tigers managed to qualify against Trenčín but were knocked out against Lokeren on the final qualifying round. This however was not the worst thing of the season. For the Premier League, Hull City won just 8 games and was relegated to the Championship. On that season, Southampton finished 7th and qualified to the Europa League. The Saints were able to qualify on the 3rd qualifying round but were knocked out against Midtjylland on the playoff round. The Premier League season of Southampton was not affected though as the team finished 6th and qualified to the Europa League again. In 2015, Southampton was not the only team which will be mentioned though. West Ham had also qualified to the Europa League after England was given an extra place for the Fair Play ranking. The Hammers had finished 12th in 2015 and started the next campaign from the 1st qualifying round of the Europa League. The team made it up to the 3rd qualifying round where was knocked out from Romanian side Astra Giurgiu. The Premier League campaign was very good however as West Ham was very close to the Champions League places. The team finally finished 7th and qualified to the Europa League again. For the 2016-17 season, West Ham started from the 3rd qualifying round of the Europa League. The first encounter was against Domžale of Slovenia which the Hammers managed to win. For 2nd consecutive season though, West Ham lost against Astra Giurgiu and was knocked out. For the Premier League, West Ham finished 11th on its first season on the London Stadium. Southampton had qualified directly to the group stage but only managed to finish 3rd. For the Premier League, Southampton finished 8th and was unable to qualify for Europe. Everton finished 7th in 2017 and qualified to the 3rd qualifying round of the Europa League. The Toffees qualified to the group stage but only managed to finish 3rd, having very bad performances as well. Something similar happened for the Premier League as well. Ronald Koeman was fired and was replaced temporarily by David Unsworth and then by Sam Allardyce until the end of the season. The team had even faced relegation threat before Allardyce took charge. At the end, Everton finished 8th but the season could not be considered as successful. The last example is Burnley. Last season the team of Sean Dyche finished 7th and at some periods was close to the Champions League places. For the Clarets it was an amazing season as the team was always inside the top 7 positions. By finishing 7th, Burnley qualified for the 2nd round of the Europa League. On the last qualification round however the Clarets lost against Olympiacos and could not enter the group stage. For the Premier League, Burnley was unable to repeat something similar to the previous season and had to battle for avoiding relegation. With 3 games to go, the team is safe, 9 points above the relegation zone. Do you think that the Europa League is a waste of time for middle-table English clubs or it's a good opportunity? Tell us your opinions below. Don't forget to like our video if you enjoyed our work and subscribe to our channel for more. Thanks for watching.